This is my personal, previously unreleased footage of the Porsche 918 RSR concept car from August of 2011. I happened to see it while it was on display in front of the Quail Lodge Hotel in Carmel, California during Monterey Car Week. Please excuse the poor quality video. This was shot on one of those flip brand cameras over 13 years ago. I recently rediscovered this footage on an old hard drive. In 2011, Monterey Car Week was big, but it wasn't the insane spectacle that it is today. There weren't car spotters on every corner of every street filming all the exotic cars that drove by. It was a simpler time back then. After hanging out at the Baja Cantina, my friend Bill and I walked over to the Quail Lodge and by random chance happened to see the Porsche 918 RSR concept car parked out front. To be honest, at the time, I didn't even know exactly what I was looking at. I had heard about the Porsche 918, not really the RSR variant, even though it wasn't due to be released for another 3 years in 2014. But the RSR was sort of like the race version of the 918 that they never actually built aside from this concept. And as far as I know, they didn't actually race it either. It had the big wing, slick tires, butterfly-style doors, and side exiting exhaust, so it had a lot of differences to a production 918. And I think the 918 production car exhaust was actually cooler exiting from the top of the engine. One of the most unique things about the 918 RSR was the flywheel accumulator KERS system that sits beside the driver in the passenger footwell. As far as I know, they only built one of these concepts, so it was a pretty special treat to see it in person. This would have been the same car that debuted at the 2011 Detroit Auto Show. Anyway, now that you've seen my amateur footage of this amazing car, check out the short clip that Porsche produced to get people excited about the idea of hybrid race cars. And now, with a hybrid 911 on the horizon, I guess the 918 was definitely a sign of things to come. And be sure to watch until the end so that you can see the GT3 hybrid that they developed and raced.
Nobody expected this. There was no advance notice. There were no empty promises. There is no turning back. 2010 marked the dawn of motorsport's future. With the 911 GT3R Hybrid. But that is not enough for us. With the 918 Spyder plug-in hybrid, we showed what we want. We want more. Want to see how far Porsche intelligent performance can go. Want to know how far ahead a hybrid can get. So we go out on the racetrack and give it a try. As we did with the Porsche 917, the winner of the 24 Hours of Le Mans in 1971. With a distance record that remained unbroken for 39 years. It wouldn't be the first time that we came up with the best ideas on the racetrack. Result? The 918 RSR Racing Lab. A technology demonstrator, torture-tested under the most severe conditions for the future of motorsports and production cars. In styling, it emulates the 917. In engineering, it will be the one that's emulated. Once again, nobody had expected this. The 918 RSR Racing Lab. Torture test the future.